Within 30 minutes of almost everyone in Muskoka, you've got a brand new state-of-the-art hospital. That's an amazing thing. It's going to be in 2 places. It's going to have a network of care.
Big increase in square footage, larger emergency departments, all the technology and the ability to attract the best specialists and all the things that a state-of-the-art healthcare system needs, and a real system now that's going to apply healthcare in a slightly different way. It's just an extraordinary future that we've got in front of us, and that's probably the most exciting part of this.
It's not about beds, it's about healthcare services, caring for each other with some of the greatest donors and greatest volunteers that you'll ever find anywhere across Canada.
One of the big ones I find is artificial intelligence is coming. We're going to be learning about hospital care in a whole new way. And then I think it's going to open up really wide because we're expecting huge technological advances in the coming years.
To move up here and to find out that that is being offered in a smaller community is like super exciting to me. What a way to take care of people in the future. It's really one great big hospital.
People don't, frankly, want to be in a hospital. They want to get home as soon as they can. They get the good services they need in the hospital, but they want to get back to their communities and back to their homes. So we feel that that's where the patient experience is going to change and be more positive as we move into this new model.
I've been around Huntsville for 98 years, and we've been very fortunate to have hospitals. The distance to these hospital sites is so well balanced that it looks after people with most illnesses that have to get to the hospital on time. And the way this new system is going in balances things properly, and lives will be saved.
Instead of those long hours of travel to Barrie and Orillia, which many of us have done, we will have a new MRI system that will serve all of Muskoka and surrounding areas.
I can tell you without doubt I would rather be in an emergency here than anywhere else. I'd rather have my kids getting treated here than anywhere else because the doctors care and they actually are compassionate and they're really, really good at what they do. And I've seen it firsthand.
That's what Muskoka is known for. Take the time, provide personal care, and get people home and back to their homes faster, in better condition, with more rehab and a chance to get back to living their life and enjoying all that Muskoka has to offer.
And Muskoka also has a larger percentage of seniors than the rest of Ontario. So there's a lot of folks coming up here to retire. We have 2 long-term care homes that the district looks after. However, there are many in the area. So it's very, very important that we look after all our healthcare needs. We're going to have a lot of demand. So these 2 new campuses are going to be fantastic to help service all of our residents.
For most people who have to go into a hospital, obviously they want to get home as quickly as they can, and that's what the goal is with the whole model here, is to get people back into their communities, back into their homes.
It's not about beds anymore. It's about getting people in and out of the hospital as fast as we can and expanding our healthcare programs so that people can go home sooner than later.
If you think about it, you've got a community here that's 20,000 people. And in the summer, it's servicing 500,000 people. In business terms, that's a really important challenge to understand, but also the ability to be flexible, to be able to address the concerns of small town, to be able to address the concerns of seasonal residents, and all of these different things that have just continued to grow over the last several years. What it speaks to is a real interesting challenge, but it also speaks to what is a really, really bright future for healthcare.
A state-of-the-art hospital attracts state-of-the-art doctors, and that's a fact, and it's proven over and over again. And without that, the opposite of that, the option of that is decay.
This will be the starting point of some new additional growth, I think, for the entire area from an economic standpoint. Living in this part of the world, we're fortunate to have the natural beauty of being in Muskoka and area, so that's the first step. That's going to attract people naturally. We're going to have state-of-the-art technology, new services, new ways of looking at things. This is what's going to interest folks, especially coming out of school. That's a huge attraction for healthcare professionals because, again, they want to do the best they can. They need the tools and the facilities that allow them to do that.
We're entering the new era of technology for human care with compassion by great professionals. Who could ask for more?
It'll improve real estate values, I'm sure. It's going to be a huge economic driver certainly directly to the two towns, Bracebridge and Huntsville, but also to the surrounding area.
What it also is going to provide for our community is extended services, specialized services that we don't have at the moment. They're going to expand that, make it bigger, make it better, and offer more care that allows us to stay within our community.
It's going to be an extraordinary opportunity for everybody in the community, and the ability to attract the best specialists and to really bring healthcare to the 21st century.
As healthcare progresses, we're discovering all kinds of new ways to treat people. And that's going to attract young people to the area. That's also going to attract young doctors to the area. So this is going to be fantastic.
Working on healthcare related projects with healthcare folks is it's always positive. I think when healthcare people are working together toward the same goal, it's something that there's a lot of momentum, a lot of things get done, and people want to make a difference. So that's what's exciting about working on a project of this scale.
I think that the positivity from the hospital team in getting to a conclusion and getting to a great recommendation and earning the support of everybody, elected officials, physicians, and everyone, has been a real master class in getting this done.
So the province has stepped up with $1 billion here for Bracebridge and Huntsville and the two new hospitals.
I think it's fascinating that we're getting $3 for every dollar we put in.
$1 billion invested in healthcare, a 3-to-1 investment for the citizens of Muskoka.
That's an investment you don't turn your back on. That's an investment that you don't risk.
This community stepped up in the past, and we've seen it. Both local residents, seasonal residents, and everybody in between have been just massive supporters of healthcare here, and it's going to be an extraordinary opportunity for everybody in the community.
It's like a mini city, caring for each other, coming together, saying, how do we do this together for Muskoka?
Everybody's got kind of a passion about healthcare because it's very personal. Now it's time, let's be on the same page, let's move this forward for everybody. And I think, again, speaking about earlier with healthcare folks who really just want to keep things going and move it in a positive direction, that's where we are now. We're this far along in the project, let's just keep rolling.
I am absolutely delighted that this opportunity is here to look after future generations. It won't be much for me, but think of it for my children and your children. It is going to be a fabulous thing to have these two sites at a Muskoka hospital.
This is going to allow everybody within the Muskoka area to be able to get what they need without having to travel far.
What's exciting now is that the future is now, and the government has committed $1 billion for two new hospitals. We're about to get going. The community has its challenge in front of us, and the community is going to step up. The future of healthcare in Muskoka is really, really bright, and it's starting right now.